This time we'll call the regular county commission meeting order, circle of the current consent agenda, approve the minutes, pay the current bills, and approve payroll.
I'll say.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're doing a lot of this because we don't have a meeting first. Did we get that back on the ordinance? Not yet. Okay. The way I wrote it, the first paragraph said it all, but then as you went down through it,
Jeff said he thought it might need a little bit of changes, but it does say Pulaski County Commission has determined that there is a need to allow the use of all-terrain and utility task vehicles hereinafter referred to as ATVs on county roads pursuant to section.
which will cover all of them.
ATV refers to ATVs and UTVs.
Yeah. But then if you read deeper in it, it just talks about ATVs.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm gonna run.
Well, I think maybe getting this term is defined as in there. Yeah.
More describing more
Yeah.
what a utility task vehicle is.
Yeah.
Really go on Colorado Road, or if you're Friday, and here come these kids down on mini bikes and Honda 75, just racing down the road. No. About got hit twice.
Problem I've got with them, we've been on the guys on the grader before, and they'll get the road all loosened up, fixed back, and they'll get one of them right either behind them or in front of them.
That's what they were doing, right by your shop.
Cut
I mean,
donut.
they were first run past your shop out there.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's where the first 400 yards of that. Up there before the turn, they go up that turn, run around and go back to
Oh, yeah.
D and cut around. So one of them broke his chain.
I've been sending the guys out on a couple of them. A lot of times it's, people calling in. And letting this young kid out here just flying around, he doesn't have a helmet on or
Yeah.
Yep.
anything.
Yeah, one of my grader guys stopped one day and got off his grader and said, "Can you at least let me get out of sight before you tear my road up?" They looked at him like,
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, this one was, I'm telling you, it wasn't 100 yards from your shop.
Oh, yeah, right there at,
Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was there. I guess the man died and
There's
he was bank hit the house and I had to replumb it.
there's wall.
I was right there. Them kids were just flying up and down through there, cutting donuts.
Yeah.
I told them to get out of the road.
Now, on private property,
But they probably went back after I left.
Ben is just recommended, they got the stickers recommended, they got the rules.
That aggravates me more than anything.
Oh, I
You
know.
got cutting donuts on the road. I mean, they'll just tear one up.
I had a little bitty CC.
You know, if people drive them sensible, I mean,
Terry gave me an invoice that she got from her programmer.
Holy
For them
cow.
the all-motor vehicle software upgrade for the senior tax credits and senior tax freeze. And she said it's a comparison to other counties, what they've been reporting. Our software upgrade was just short of $20,000. And she said some other counties have been north of 50,000. With commission's approval, I would say we should pay that out of the software upgrade line on the general revenue fund.
Yeah.
add that to the bill that we send the state at some point.
Yeah, that's been added to the list, so you'll have to get signature on
Morning,
That's the guy right there.
We're gonna update our description on a UTV in that.
That's actually a definition if I'm sure of next stage.
Okay.
Section before you start the rules. Okay. So,
Oh. We got other counties' trials going on. All changed to here, right? Why do they always come here? There's 4 counties that can have them, but everybody sends them here.
That's attorneys like our jury pool, and we got a circuit clerk that these jurors, and attorneys really good.
Really streamlining the process up there.
They're good at it, because they see them all the time. That's what that bring going is, so they get, feel like up to half the time. You got the meeting Wednesday on your calendar.
Oh, yeah.
At the arc.
Yeah.
Secretary of the Army coming down. Yeah.
I don't know. Who all they said they had coming. Super sick sheriff going out to Froggy's Friday. I hopefully that settles things down a little bit.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to him. He went out there Friday afternoon. And then he and I never met back up. We were always with 2 different directions. But he told me he was headed out there.
Good.
I figured both of us didn't need to go. I had other things.
Well, I felt like the sheriff probably, if he went out there, it would be a lot better. I mean, the people are calling us. I mean, they called me and you.
Oh, I got,
My phone blew up over it.
I had a lady spouting cuss words. So what is going on?
This lady started going off about this and that.
Yeah, I've never been down there since they started that place down there. I mean, I used to go down there as a kid before it was all that. I've never been down there for business. Not really my kind of place.
Well, I think the rumor is he got some pretty big money from his doctors and lawyers to close his campground for the weekend and let them do their thing. It's supposedly a one-time deal,
You know, kind of how that goes.
but supposedly it's a lot of money.
Well, hopefully that smooths that out.
But you think lawyers ought to know they can't be nude in the river in public,
Yeah.
but no comment.
I got a drone that made live footage. Just call me next time. I got a drone that made live footage. It's public.
Yeah.
Then you can post it all over St. Louis.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know if that's something
Is
you want.
this lawyer yours? Does he work for your law firm?
You know, Coldplay.
Oh, 1-800 no shirt. Yeah, call 1-800 no shirt.
Coldplay concert.
Yeah, like the Coldplay concert. Yeah.
We're having the charger installed for the van. And we're in the same one.
Self vehicle.
Yes. I've yet to drive it. So,
Do what?
I've yet to drive it though.
You haven't drove it?
No, I haven't driven
Who
it.
drove it over?
The sheriff's driven it and, Goldsmith's driven it.
That's right, they were open, you and Goldston.
So the 1-to-1 ratio, not the. Really? Put all that on the.
We got an auction coming up for that Russian yacht.
Yeah.
Would you tear up a boat loader?
Lack of use, probably.
Probably right.
Yeah.
Usually the carburetor gums up.
Well, this here's a fuel injected one, so yeah, I'm sure it's,
My brother had it set when he was sick, and then, we just took it up there to the shop. The guy goes, well, we gotta replace the injector, this, and that. Cause it's set, because he had so many surgeries. The guy gave him the cost of it he just traded everything. It was a mess. You get it running for a minute and then shut it. Get it running for a second, shut it. Try to give it a bunch of gas and
yeah, I don't need to own nothing.
I don't want frustration. I'm done with frustration.
Went to look at lawnmowers the other day. Fuel injection, lawnmowers now, air control.
Well,
You know, the carburetors on them things are really cheap.
Yes, they are.
I was like, I had one replaced, this was a couple of years ago. The guy told me the other day they're still cheap. Well, I went looking for a rider. Man, these brand new riders just for the cheapos, like $2,300.
Oh, yeah.
So I found one online. I went to St. James and bought it. My guy had a new motor transmission. He guaranteed everything in it. He goes, the only problem I got is I don't know how to put the belt on. Every time I put it on, it comes off. So I checked all the spindles underneath there, made sure nothing was bad. Everything was good. And I looked it up. I go, well, put it on the belt on for me. So he put it on wrong. So I'll buy it.
my oldest son and daughter-in-law, they thought it'd be a good idea to buy a battery-powered riding mower.
Oh, my goodness.
Did they buy that green Euro thing?
They bought, well, it's green, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, those
I
had
don't know if it
for
was
like
her
a
as much
fourth
as
of the
him,
price.
but I told him, I said, man, son, I'm gonna have to check your man card. This is not good. Thank
I
goodness.
think it was a couple of winters ago, they had one where they clearanced it down to like a
Yeah.
quarter of what it was.
It started out good, but it's
They had it
already
down for like $1,500.
like a week out of warranty, the batteries, I mean, it's like a $4,000 or $5,000 mower.
Well, those had those great big drop-in batteries you charge.
Well, this one needs to drop from about 30,000 feet. Probably.
I've got a neighbor that's got one of those small push mowers that he uses.
I told him I could buy him some scissors and it'd probably be just about it.
Did you see that one push mower they got now? It's got two blades on it. Cuts about that wide. It's like $1,500-$1,600. You still got to push it.
Gosh,
No,
electric.
no, this one's gas.
Yeah.
But it had two blades, like a rider deck, but it was a push mower.
He's got about 4 acres out there and it takes a pretty good mower to, and it's all flat. I mean, you can mow it fast, you can drive it, but
My brother Kenny bought that John Deere little golf course that cuts fairway.
Oh,
It
yeah.
had two bat wings on it. They come down. They
Yeah.
cut like 12 feet. He bought it. It was a diesel. The guy said it don't run right. I think he had $150 in it parts after he bought it. He turned around and sold it to some guy for a high price. But it took a big yard for that thing.
I've seen that commercial that got, I don't know what the commercial's for. But he's got a garage sitting there and he's got a patch of grass out or whatever. And, you see him open the garage door or whatever, and he's got one of those deals. And he just lays it down and it's perfect. He just goes
One
forward,
trip back to the garage.
shuts the door.
Yeah.
In the garage after it gets soda or whatever.
Yep.
I think it's 12 foot. 4 foot. Yeah, 12 foot. There's 4 foot, 4 foot, and 4 foot.
Doug, can you zoom in on that? Is that big enough to read?
Take a picture and put those ladies. Survey.
That's that housing survey that community partnership wants us to try to get out there. Where did it take that?
We'll see if that pops up. Okay.
We went up there and started digging them soft spots out of London. And I'm telling you
I
what,
bet it's
that,
all clay.
there's
How
no-
many tree root?
there's no bottom, there's no base material under that, and it's every bit, we've dug down 4 foot and could still keep going. But I dug it down to 4 foot and we put a bunch of big clean rock in it and capped it with base, and they're up there gonna patch it this morning, but I tell you what, and then that one spot of the road's broke off, that,
Oozing.
yeah, it's,
When I went up there that day, it was oozing out all over the cracks.
whenever you pull
That
asphalt
told
up,
me-
there's
that
clay
told me
right
it was all
underneath it.
clay on
That
it.
was done,
See, that happened on the
On
hills
the
going up.
Friday.
You remember when the hills went up the hill?
yeah,
And there was 4 root wads in the, you had to dig out
yeah,
where they pushed the trees over and then built the road right over.
And a
Yeah.
guardrail across the lawn.
yeah,
That's no doubt though.
I know.
yeah,
There's cars out there.
I was up there working on that during well, it was actually, I think, our Christmas dinner. And our supervisor told us, here, you guys stay up here and finish this. He said, I paid to go down there and I'm going to eat my dinner, and left us up there working.
South side state also, right?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
all the roads off of it are ours, south side.
Well, they've got it up.
Wish you got- it's yours, isn't it?
On it, on it, forget everything.
You know, as you start
Probably.
up Selena, you got right there behind the car wash, you got one county road that goes left. Then right after that's apartment complex. And the first 20 foot's yours, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's when it's all broke up, the concrete broke up, big holes there.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
I
yours or
don't think
not.
that one's ours.
No, it's not, but how far do you go off the road? Cause it's broke right at the road end, and I didn't know. Somebody asked me and I said, "Hey, you'll have to ask him. I don't know. There, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting ready to pave south side. I say that because like I said, they were replacing all the culverts in it.
Yeah.
Is there any way to still extend the entrances to some of their roads? I know the first 2 there with that first one on the right, steered. They're all narrow.
Yeah, you got.
Are they gonna put the same size, same length culverts back in them?
Well, that's what I said. I didn't know if they could extend those. Other changes wants to go across the outside, not the one to go across your road. But I didn't know if they could extend them and wing them a little bit on the ends they're doing it.
Hard to turn in.
Yeah, that one there is,
Roll back there,
Yeah.
try to get in.
yeah.
If somebody's
I don't
got
know,
light,
I'll
they
ask
can pull
them.
out,
I
let
mean,
people
You
in.
know, it depends when they're gonna do it. If the guy had your
Stagecoach
culvert
the
in
other
there and
Uh-huh. See, I think that's officially their culvert.
yeah.
They got the first 20 feet.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Well, where their stop signs are at, that's where the right of way is. So it's usually probably about 6 foot off of the main road.
Yeah, but they're this side of the south side of this side of the culvert between the road and there.
Yeah.
I mean, like Y highway, those roads is 20 feet off the road, but over there, I don't know what it is.
Well, we replaced one over, in Dixon that belonged to the state, but they couldn't get there to dig in. It kept flooding the road out. They supplied us the pipe and the gravel and then sent us a couple guys out there to flag it. And we put it in, but it was on MoDOT, but it was in our county road. So it's kind of a,
What's the first road there? Andy?
Stagecoach
Stagecoach.
goes up the hill.
Stagecoach and steer, I know where roads are.
That's the first 2. Stagecoach and steer.
yeah.
I mean, if there's something at the stop sign, you can't really pull in.
Stagecoach
I
goes
just
over
come
the
out of
sill.
state. I was up there Friday, actually, and
Yeah, I know I'll try to get a hold of them, but I've talked to them about trying to, do some approaches. You know, I said, I'll split them with you. You know, I said, we've got a little bit of asphalt money here and there. I said, I'll split them with you, you know.
Well, I think that.
Let's do so many a year, you
They
know.
used to give you the asphalt
No.
for 4 a year. They quit
You
doing
know.
that.
The biggest thing, they'll just go 2 or 3 foot.
And they would give you the asphalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've talked to both supervisors, I've sent them texts, you know, I said, let's,
I just thought if they're getting ready to pave, it'd be the.
no, it'd be the great time to do it.
Normally they go replace them.
Willard's doing PP Highway today.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of them again and see what.
They dug that culvert in that day we were having the exercise out there. Like
Did they, get the brush up there?
we didn't.
Their time, as soon as he gets done with Texas Road,
Oh no.
that's another story, but
Well, it works. You never know what's gonna be going on in your
They
exercise.
think we're lawn care business.
well,
Well, wait till you get.
I don't have no shame. I'll tell her right here on open forum. I mean, on my personal Facebook page, I posted that both of our brush tractors been down almost a week. Well, we stopped down there and he said, "Hey, what happened down there?" He said he's doing such a good job and quit. I said, "Tractors are broke." Well, last night I posted I was looking for a boat mechanic, and today I get a call and states, "Well, you need to not worry about your boat and get you a tractor mechanic and get them back down here to cut my brush." And I said, "Well, you know what I do on my time is my time." And I said, "Just because you don't see it, don't mean I'm working on it." So we got one fixed and they're headed down there this morning to finish it. But I got yelled at.
Oh, yeah. And then when you're done, they're gonna wanna know why you did it that way, cause it looks ugly.
I tell you what,
I had a lady call me on Ricky one time. She goes,
Hot runs
"If
count.
that's the best you can do when you trim trees." She goes, "It looks like you went down there and just destroyed them all." I go, I told the man, I said, "Man, I can tell you right now, I will speak to the other commissioners on this. They're not landscaping technicians. I said, we take a brush hog down there and it's gonna get cut. Now, if you want it to look better, trim your property back and then you'll be fine."
Yeah. But you know what,
Those tractors are not gonna make it look pretty when you go down.
over in Big Piney, we got a place over there, and you know what, over the years, I've respected his wishes. Him and his daughter planted some pines or cedars or something. They're evergreens, right along, then they're on the county right away. And he said, "Hey," he said, "if these trees need trimmed," he said, I'll trim them." He said, "The brush hog just don't do a very good job." He said, I said, "Okay, if they get out of hand, I'll let you know." Well, when that storm come through over there here a while back, took almost every one of them out. Well, I feel bad, him and his daughter planted them, but you know, I always kept the brush hog out of it, and I told the guys, "Look, if they need trim, tell me and I'll go talk to him, and he'll take his loppers out there." But yeah,
They had of course, there's not much in my neighborhood that they need to clean up. No, there are some spots. My ditch runs up along the road there, had a bunch of gravel that, slows the water down, comes down the hill.
yeah,
And I always get it weeded. I mow my yard once a week, get it all cleaned up and everything. I went down the middle of them rocks, planted a bunch of watermelon and pumpkins and things like that was coming in. And of course, they vine out, just kind of covered the rock. And I had watermelons on it.
yeah.
Rush tractor come down there late, got everything stuff out. I'm like, the only ditch that's burning here.
Made a fruit salad.
I got all the time down here.
How about them, the operators, what did I just run over? Just looked like a bloody mess.
Yeah,
Smelled good.
because years ago, they was,
That guy,
whenever I started
we were
at
working
county,
around
I
with
was
Buddy
on the
Bangers,
brush
doing
tractor. I
I-44
was
there.
at Devil's Elbow, and
right before the Lowe's
the
there.
guy, I guess, had threw a bunch of Christmas lights in the trees.
He got in that
Keep
great big tractor.
the brush
big
tractor
one.
from cutting those and trimming
Back
those
when we
trees.
moved to change it.
Well, it was I did. It was in the middle of the day, and the lights wasn't
He didn't know
on.
he was on top.
But they're green and the leaves was out. And,
He thought he
well, they told me where it was at. Well, I just started and I was new and went down there and boy, this road's growed together. It needs cut. And I stuck the brush hog up there. And
Realize you're climbing on something?
as soon as I stuck it in there, I seen lights and wires, and I'm like, I mean, found them within 2 seconds, and I'm like, oh, this is.
I've been sick.
Yep.
Look down and see the
Yeah.
car below me.
Nothing special, no chicken up there. That's all I did, run brush tractor up there. Did it 4 years.
Yeah,
Started out, I don't know, I actually had 4, 6, and 11. Or a button, I guess, I got my joystick.
yeah.
Gas out, joystick, trigger, 2 thumbs, switches, nice.
Like a gamer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys got anything for me?
You know,
I don't think so.
We're at the prosecutor's office. We'll hopefully get that taken care of down there, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the
Contract's all I had.
I'm gonna call the Corps of Engineers and try to set a meeting up with them. And cause I swear that Tony guy that was down here that one time, we asked him about, what is actually the landowner own, and I could swear he told us it was the high water mark,
Yeah, that's,
even though their property line may say they owned in the middle of the river.
Yep.
That river changes.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. And so that high water mark, that's what I was trying to have the sheriff, because the bill guy sheriff was relaying it. I said, he can't run people off of that gravel bar if he don't own it.
Yep.
And I said, if they're lawfully down there, he can't be running people off that gravel bar.
Nope.
And,
yeah, that's my thoughts on it too.
and I said,
No.
and I said,
Have a good day, Roger.
that's my big thing, and I said, especially if we have the gravel, if we own the road, we have the ford that goes across, and then we have the gravel road on the other side. I said, you can't be blocking off that ford,
Nope.
regardless of how much money he gets paid,
You
uh,
can't stop the flow through there, that's for sure.
and
Yep.
I was just, I talking to another guy, said, down there at Moccasin Bend, we've always called it Thailand. The river's totally changed, and it's cut through on the other side. So now it was Bill Ransdell's property, but now his wife or widow, she owned across the river now and owns that island. So does that mean she can fence across the river? And if that's the way people are going to look at it,
Yeah.
that's
What about this, was this Laughlin that owns this field there on 17? There where the Ruby Doo has taken out, like
It's taken
yards
yeah.
of land
It's
out there.
taking a
just
couple
washed out.
acres away from them all up through there.
Yeah.
So now he owns into the middle,
Yeah.
It's the high water mark, I'm almost positive that's what he told us. Of course, it's been a year and a half ago since he was here, but,
That's what one of the conservation agents told me, but he said it's still it's a gray area, and he said you're still gonna get disputes over it.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Well,
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Like the one right there, Veterans Bridge there on 28. It's ate so much back, he's probably lost 30 acres down through there.
Yeah.
But he's still paying taxes
I
on it.
did see they're starting to let them trees grow back up in that
Oh, so
spot
they
there
let
to hold it.
that-
Yeah, they're not cutting that down.
Smart move.
That's what a lot of people don't know. If you got a big tree along the river bank, I'd take the weight off of it and leave the roots there. They'll hold a lot longer than with the weight not being on it.
Yeah, go back there and trim them out.
I've got a spot down here, one of our neighbors, I went down there as a kid and we fished off the bank, and it's eroded no telling how many yards of dirt. And it's took a quarter of his field off. And it's, right below the 17 bridge up here, there's a bunch of old cars stuck in the bank down there where people would put
You
them in the
float
road.
down through there, you'll see box springs, cars,
Yeah.
work.
Well, stuff that works, trying to do that now, It wouldn't go over so well, but
No.
back in the day, it's,
You can't even dump large rock off the side of it. But yet, when I went down to Mississippi, they were doing Corps was doing some work down through there. They were dumping rock. I go, who's allowing these dump trucks to dump this rock off this bank and let it fall down in the water? I go, it's the Corps of Engineer job. So they can do it, but we can't. That's what had me upset. I come back up there and told them guys years ago, and I go, they're dumping right into it. I mean, that was the Corps of Engineer. They can do what they want. They can do what they want. That's cool. I'll stop. Car wife goes, what are you stopping for? So I got a videotape.
I seen a joke the other day in a newspaper or something where a guy went like down to the courthouse and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna mow my grass this weekend. Can I use my land?" I mean, he said, they're always telling me what we can and can't do. I'm just gonna ask if I can mow my grass. Tell you, with the rivers, they get wide, they're filling in.
Wide and shallow.
Yeah,
Well, if you could think about it, sure change everything again.
you know, I mean, the stuff washes out of the hills and off the roads and into the river, and I mean, it's just, you can't get it back.
Now the rivers, get shallower and shallower and wider and wider.
That three-headed catfish.
Yeah,
Over there at the 6 mil access, that gravel bar's always been across from it. I mean, I bet it's a 5 acre gravel bar now. And it keeps getting closer and closer to the boat ramp,
yeah.
you know?
I haven't looked at that one alone.
Oh, there's a huge gravel bar over there now.
Isn't there a big rock slide down from there?
No, rock slide, yeah, quite a ways down past Ruby's Lane.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Okay, thank you.
Merry Christmas.
I'm sure it's a filter of some kind.
Too light,
Huh?
too light. Spent all day Saturday looking for a dog.
Yeah,
They dropped off a grandma in Raleigh and her friend come by and stayed the night. Got up 4 o'clock in the morning, went out, spoke sick at the dog. Went looking for my grandson and his mom. They were at our house.
oh boy.
Oh, they beside themselves. I said, just put a shirt out there, blue water. He'll be back tomorrow. They go, oh, somebody go. I said, ain't nobody gonna pick him up because he won't go to nobody
Right.
except me or them. I said, I'm telling you, just the dog will be back.
Yeah.
4 o'clock yesterday morning, the phone rang that the dog's at the door. Told you.
Yeah.
I remember that from coon hunting for years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they,
Lay your coat out there and go back tomorrow. That dog will be laying on that coat.
yep.
I keep getting this flock safety webinar, but yet we ain't got no cameras.
So I'm not getting them in my box.
Nice of you to join us.